What's goody, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Assassins 4. I got my boys tonight. This is going to be our starting five tonight. So let me introduce the roster starting at point guard. Let's give an introduction to my boy 𝗍𝗃. What's good?
What it up? What up, y'all? Y'all know they call me Rondo. I'm in here. If y'all need a wingman, come find me. I can get you the ball. Just put it on the backboard. I just need you to dunk it.
What's up? What's up? What's up, my boy? Man, look, if you don't know about Rondo, you don't know, man. Y'all got
Talk about me. Oh, I think you talking about me. My fault.
And starting at shooting guard, I got my shooter to my right, my boy from Charlotte, my boy T. What's good with you, man?
Shoot, man. Big facts.
Then at my power forward position, we got Dr. 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏. What's going on with you, son?
At the four, trying to sweep it, and did in four. Savs in four. Everything forward. What's good?
Boy, that boy's still in shape, Corey. He's still in shape.
That pen stay with ink. I promise you it do.
They don't believe in the off season.
Nah, man. The Clips let God sort it out, man. I was like, I gotta get back to the booth. I've been trying to rap like Pusha T ever since Friday, bro. Hey, man, I don't run from the spirit of the studio, bro. You may run from repossession. I don't run from the studio, bro.
And then at center, welcome back our boy, the GM, the return, our guy Brad. What's good with you, homie?
What's good with y'all? You know, after you win a title, you got to take a little bit of hiatus. Ain't much to do in Oklahoma City, so I had to go out in the fields and make something happen. But I'm back. You know, got to find ways to shave the cap a little bit. But you know, we here.
And then of course, our small forward, your host with the most, Dre from PG, out here on the wing. You know what I'm saying? Making sure we can get everybody together, keeping things on lock. You know, I'm a two-way type of player. I can defend. I can pull up. You know what it is, man. If y'all don't know, y'all can run my tape, man. I gotta explain myself. But look, yeah, we got another good Pat episode for y'all. But let's start this off with breaking news. We can officially say that the debacle in Phoenix is officially over. The Phoenix Suns has decided to buy out Bradley Beal, and Bradley Beal has decided to join the Clippers going into next season. So pretty much the Phoenix Suns is going to be paying Brad about $97 million for the next few years. Hey, man, I can't be mad at the agents. I can only be mad at the owners and GMs on how all this went down with Phoenix Suns. But look, the Clippers, they lost probably their biggest loss this offseason was probably Norman Powell after they traded him away. But you was able to bring in Collins. Now you got Bradley Beal. You bring in Brook Lopez. It's looking like the Clippers are trying to make another push to try and be a title contender team. So quick reactions from the group, man. How y'all feel about Bradley Beal going to the Clippers?
He coming off the bench, right?
He might be able to start.
I think he might start.
Yeah, he could start.
Him and Harden?
Harden, Beal, Kawhi. What's the center's name?
𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Who's the four?
John Collins.
Yeah, John Collins.
On paper, that looks
like
good.
that backcourt. No.
But in theory, it's a bit shaky.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah.
Unless you have Brad Beal come off as a six man, and then
that's the only way it works.
You have Bogey, you have Bogdanović. You might have him start.
I would do that.
They still have, like, if you want to like have a defensive type of guy like Chris Dunn, but he probably still come off the bench anyway. But yeah, it would probably be Bogey. But I think they might, because what's their point guard depth like? Is it just Bogdanović, Harden, and who else? Like, I think it's just those two.
I believe so. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, I was about to pull it up too.
I mean, I'm just interested in this move because we're seeing how Bill dealt with being like that quote unquote third option on the team.
Oh, they got Ben Simmons.
Well, Ben's a free agent though. But look, man, don't get me started.
I'll be nice today, man. I'm trying to be nice today, dog.
Man, why you lying? Why you lying, Dave? Dave, why are you fucking lying?
I'm trying to be nice, man. I'd have burned the house down last episode, bro.
But no, I'm just saying. We saw how Bill dealt with being like the third option on the Suns, and then Now you go into a team where you're definitely dealing with a ball dominant James Harden. Like even with James Harden reducing his scoring role, he was still dominant having the ball in his head because he runs the point, he runs the show for the Clippers. And then you still have Kawhi. He played better once he kind of got back in shape from his injuries, and he looked good in the postseason as well. So I don't think he's going to take a backseat to Bradley Beal either. So it's like Bradley Beal's kind of find himself in the same position as Paul George, where you put yourself on these teams as their options, but you're not comfortable being in that position because you used to being like the go-to guy or at least number two, where you still get at least 20 shots a game. Now it's just like, are you going to be a defender? Are you going to go to that corner? Because we already know how he felt about when somebody told him, "Can you at least play like Drew Holiday, somebody that won a championship or two?" So we saw how that we saw how that worked out. But
Feel wild to me.
I mean, we got Ty Lue there. Ty Lue's still one of the best coaches we still got in the leagues. I'm hoping with a situation where it's a coach that Bradley probably has a little bit more respect for, they can figure it out.
Jeff Van Gundy's
I'm curious.
Jeff Van Gundy's still there, right?
I think so. Yeah, on the bench. Yeah.
So it's like it's literally a coaching bench that you have that you can actually respect. Well, you should respect. If they tell you to go in the corner, you should go in the corner. Like they let you know what your role is. You should understand that and respect that because honestly, they're not giving you much to be there.
Was it 2 years?
Yeah,
like 11 mil.
I was about to say 2 mils and 11. Yeah, like that's not a lot.
I mean, I think that's a important point because fans and casuals fans, like they look at your production next to the amount of money you making while you're playing for a certain team. So of course, when he was in Phoenix, everybody was like, "Bro, you getting over $200 million and you playing like this? Like, ain't no way, like you're not going to get this criticism." But now, because of the buyout, it's like, yeah, you making this amount of money to fit in with this team, so it shouldn't be that much pressure on you, Bradley Beal. But after the way you left Phoenix and kind of you was the reason. Let's be real. Bradley Beal was the reason why that big three got blown up. It's because because of his no trade clause, they couldn't ship him out before KD. So it was hard decisions that they had to make in that front office. So I don't know. We just gotta see how this all shape up. You got any thoughts about Bradley Beal joining the Clippers?
I mean, outside what you guys said, I think the Clippers actually had a good offseason. You bring in Brook Lopez to back up Zubac because we saw that the Thunder, they got Chet, they got Zay, but you also need that two bigs to deal with Joker. So they improved on that front. And then you add John Collins to bring some athleticism at the power forward. Bradley Beal, to me, is still – he's slightly better than Norman Powell to me, so I think that was an upgrade as well. I mean, you lose Norman Powell, but you get Bradley Beal. So I think that's a slight upgrade. Or if anything, it's a lateral move. I like what the Clippers have done this offseason. If Kawhi is healthy, and we always know that's an if, but he was pretty healthy in the postseason last year, and he played outstanding in the postseason. If they can find a way to navigate him through the regular season healthy, if James Harden can play at the level he played at last year, and then you look at what they added some athleticism, a shooter in Beal, Brook Lopez off the bench to help, Zubac if they do go against Denver or OKC. I actually like what the Clippers are doing. I think they need to be taken seriously. I mean, they really could have. I took them seriously last year. They just ran, Aaron Gordon had that dunk kind of bailed Denver out, but they were. I think the Clippers could have gave OKC some problems last year or this past season in the postseason. So, what they added, I think they're to be taken seriously if Kawhi is healthy.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think what was interesting about last year's playoffs, it just seemed like OKC, Denver, and the Clippers, unfortunately, they were just all on the same side of the bracket in the Western Conference playoff. So they had no choice, but they each play each other. So the way all three of those teams finished, you can honestly say that they were the top three teams coming out of the Western Conference, going into the Western Conference playoffs. And now after this offseason, we're going to respect OKC. They're going to be the defending champs. And then if you look around, 2 and 3 might be Denver and the Clippers now because both Denver and Clippers offseason moves, and then I know Houston got Kevin Durant, but we haven't seen Kevin Durant
on the court
yet. So for right now, I'm thinking like Denver and the Clippers got the little edge because they have a little bit more cohesiveness and know how to play with each other a little bit better. So I think those three teams are definitely going to be teams to watch going into next season.
Yeah, I think it's fair to put Houston right there with Dallas, battling it out for fifth for the time being. That's going to be a good little matchup to actually see.
Man, the West is just so fucking stacked, dog. Like
we even I hate to bring up the elephant in the room. What do the Lakers fit in all this? Are they 9, 10? Are they in the play-in? Are they slipping into 8?
Yeah, they really play.
Right?
That's a play-in team.
Play-in team, yeah. Because you forgot Minnesota is going to be around 6.
Yeah.
See, the Lakers. It really just depends on how the regular season go with them and other teams, because with certain teams, one injury or a couple of injuries, you can go from like a 2 seed to the 7 seed. You can go from a 7 seed to the 3rd seed. So the Lakers, they're going to have to be playing that wiggle room, because the only major move they made was Ayton. And I'm going to be honest with you, Ayton, he may have talent. He may have talent, but his mental is just, he ain't got no heart. He's easily rattled. Hell yeah. You ain't got to ask Dave that. I tell you that shit my goddamn self.
That shit.
He still ain't shit. He ain't shit for Phoenix. He ain't shit in Portland. He ain't shit for Bahamas. Like, goddamn. Like, I don't expect. Look, I would put it like this. I don't expect any team with DeAndre Ayton to prosper, bro. We seen this man was like a number 2 seed in the college tournament, and the nigga lost in the first round. So don't get me started. I'm ready to move on. So
he lost to my coach, by the way, at UConn. He lost. When my coach was at Buffalo, he lost to them. So yeah, bro. Yeah, I fact checked that, but I know for sure they lost to Buffalo in that first round. And I'm pretty sure I got fact checked. But yeah, I don't know. But the Lakers, yeah, they gonna be a play-in team. I'm pretty sure of it. And then you got to think about other teams, like young teams that may just end up on the rise. Like Portland got a good thing going right now. They may
San Antonio.
As a play. San Antonio. We forgot about San Antonio.
Again, the West is fucking stacked.
Yeah, like
and then they get rewarded.
Outside looking in.
And then they get rewarded with Cooper Flagg and Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper.
All three of them in the West. That's crazy, bro.
Hey, here we go.
I just seen fucking Lex Luthor this past weekend. I don't even know about this nigga now.
Before we continue, if y'all ain't seen it, go see that new Superman movie. And this is coming from a nigga that MCU. Get this shit together. I still believe you. I still believe in you. I still believe in you. But MCU, get your shit together. Get your shit together.
As soon as I got home, I texted Dre. I was like, nigga.
But
I'm gonna have to go see that.
Yeah, for setback.
But shit, since we talking about these NBA rookies and everything, summer league, we're currently in Vegas. We're midway through that joint. Any standout performances? Any standout rookies? Any caught your eye? Rookie, second year, random free agent, random EuroLeague player trying to make a spot. Like, what's your thoughts? Like, or one player that y'all was kind of impressed with, and one player y'all like?
I'll start. I like Dylan Harper just for the fact that what he's shown defensively. We know what he's going to be on offense and what he can do, but he showed an effort on the defensive end, which, San Antonio's going to need that on the perimeter. I like that other guy they drafted, the guy from Arizona. God, what's his name?
I know what you're talking about.
You talking about Brea?
No, not Brea. He's a guard. He's another guard. He's a defender though. He's from Arizona.
On Spurs?
Yeah.
Spurs. Yeah.
And don't let De'Aaron Fox still be swiper, because how he deadly on that open court when he get them steals. So Spurs that. So I see, like, out for last episode, I see why Spurs really wasn't really trying to give up Dylan Harper like right away. It's like they kind of, after I guess going to the draft part, they kind of see like what they wanted, and I guess they're just not in the business of giving up so many pieces for one star right now, especially after seeing what OKC did and everything. So yeah, Dylan Harper, he's really been showing out for sure.
And then don't forget about this dude that kind of I feel like he came out of nowhere. This David Jones Garcia dude, like third in scoring in the summer league. He gonna be in the rotation, bro. That's another hidden gem that the Spurs done found, man. And I'm sure he's gonna be in the rotation somewhere. Maybe as the 8th, 9th guy, but yeah, like he averaging I think 24 and 6 in the summer league right now. Like
Jeez.
crazy.
Yeah. So how we feel about Cooper Flagg's first 2 games? I know he had a rocky start in the first game against the Lakers, but seemed like he had a real nice bounce back game in the second game against the Spurs. Is the hype legit? Like, is this what we going? I know we're not going to see him be that aggressive on offense because he's playing with Kyrie when he gets healthy, AD, and D'Angelo Russell and Clay. I've seen flashes where I could see him. They try and make him like that point forward. They was giving him the ball to run the point, run the show, and everything. So like, do you kind of see like the vision of Cooper Flagg being the starting lineup for the Mavericks?
I could see. I'll make my point really quick because it might just bounce off exactly what you just said, Dre. I see them using him as a point forward in situational coming off the bench. I think early on, to kind of get him acclimated to the NBA. I saw kind of like that first summer league game. He pressed a little bit, but the shots he was getting in NCAA and in high school, those easy mid-range step back, put my shoulder into the defender's chest and create space, he realized that space wasn't there anymore. And I think in his mind, he now realized, oh crap, this is the NBA. That window is tighter. That defender is right up in my face with a hand on those fadeaway shots, so they wasn't falling. And I think people got a little nervous, but that comes with every rookie having to grow up and understand the physicality of the NBA is way different than NCAA. And I think once he got into a little bit of that in the second game, he kind of realized that, and he changed a little bit. He attacked a little bit more, and I think the Spurs, Dallas is going to use him in that space of you have Kyrie, you have Clay, you have AD to lean on. You don't have to come in and be Superman. You're not in a situation where you've got to come in and be our guy right now. We can kind of acclimate you a bit slower with these stars that have been NBA champions and have been all NBA performers, all-star teammates, all just ease you into it and be that point forward to kind of get everybody else involved, and then just hustle and play defense that we saw at Duke. He blocked the shot, I think, either the first summer league game, and I think he blocked another the second one game or a few more. So I see where Dallas, I think, is going to slide him in at this year and gradually let him grow from there.
Let me also add on to that is the fact that J Kidd is going to be his coach too. So with J Kidd being his coach, he's going to be able to, once again, how Brad just said, play that point forward role. He's going to be able to grow his IQ. He's going to be able to be a floor general a little bit, pass the ball, facilitate a little bit, and get to his spots without the ball. If he's learning how to create without the ball in his hand, it's going to actually help him out a whole lot quicker than it would be if he wants to keep the ball in his hand. I am excited to see how he grows into the role, especially with someone like a J Kidd in his ear, teaching him and telling him certain things and how to actually maneuver and where to be at on the court and how to set up the rest of the team. So that's going to be very exciting to see, especially because he doesn't have to come in and be the guy. He has literally nothing but talent around him.
For sure.
All right. Saying, like, of course, adjusting to physicality, he got some pretty decent shots the first game. He just didn't make it, but he made it the second game. He showed mid-range, he showed three-point shooting. Obviously, we know he can finish at the rim, so that ain't nothing. We know what he can for his athleticism, what he can do. Also on the defensive end, I mean, Cooper Flagg is going to be arguably the best role player in the NBA his rookie year because he's not going to have to do too much. When you have AD and Clay and D'Angelo Russell early on, then eventually Kyrie, you just got to find your role and, do a little.
Yeah, so I think we gotta understand that, especially when it comes to these rookies, most of them haven't been playing any type of like competitive basketball since like damn near March,
Yeah.
and some in early April. You know, you can be in the gym, you can do the workouts, you could do like the open runs and
Combine.
stuff like that, the
It's just not
combine
the
stuff
same.
like that, but it's not the same when you get like you going against players that's like, man, I'm trying to keep a check, I'm trying to keep a roster spot, I'm trying to
Yeah.
like yeah, like so yeah, it's gonna be a different ball game, but kind of keeping it in the ops realm real quick because there was two other lottery picks from that team in Durham. The center from Duke. Because I watched him play against us as the Wizards and watched him play today. He's showing more promise than he thought. Like you could kind of tell he was one of those players that sacrificed a little bit of his abilities for the sake of the team. But I think now that it's more space and a better pacing, that he's showing the shots, he's showing a great defense. I think Phoenix Suns did good with drafting him, using that pick from the Rockets to get him.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean that's their big man of the future. I mean I know they got Mark Williams, but I think 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is the guy for them, and I'm interested to see how he plays with Devin Booker and Jalen Green, and just how that dynamic overall is going to work. Because like on paper, yeah, like they're not as good as what as talented as what they had been in the last few years, but I think that team can sneak in at the 10 seed possibly. Like
Yeah.
just based on how things go in the NBA, I think they could be playing for a 10 seed. And the pick and roll with 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 or Mark Williams when healthy, that could be end up being something too. Yeah, I mean, that's their big man for the future. I wanted him on the Raptors. If we had Masai,
Yeah,
if
Rich
we
Paul
had
Holt.
yeah, if we had Masai, no, we hold ourselves, man, because we could have picked him. We
Yeah.
could have picked him,
True.
but like we
True.
wanted to go with the lame ass South Carolina nigga. Like, no, like
Hey, Dave, I told you, man, he's trying to bring his own snow.
man, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about all that, man. I don't care about none of that.
Hey, man, let's keep this note with clips, man. I'm getting tired. It's been too many benders these past 2 weeks, man, for no reason, bro. Too many benders, dog.
We should
It's
have
the
picked, but
rollout.
if we had Masai, come on, would have been a Raptor, but it's all good. Phoenix finally got like another big man guy that they can build around. Yeah, so build around him and Booker.
All right, so how we going? Staying with it. Got no T1, man. Fuck you.
We're gonna leave it
All
at
right.
that.
How you feel? What's your thoughts on Khan, man? What's your thoughts?
There's a
I'm gonna
con.
let T take this.
There's a con, man.
I knew that was coming.
All I wanted to see was something because the first game he was very passive.
Yeah.
He looked like a
Yeah.
role player. You don't draft role players at number 4. And then the first half of the second game he played, it was the same thing. Now the second half, he showed me a little something. Came a ball screen, pulled it for the mid range. Okay, cool. That's when you're gonna have a lot of those opportunities in the league, especially when you got LaMelo and Brandon. He's gonna be open. He's gonna close out hard, pump fake, one dribble, pull up biddy. That's what I want to see. Then he had a couple of threes as well. His passing, which I already knew he was a pretty good passer. I watched him in the ACC tournament. He showed some of his passing ability, but he just has to be aggressive. Like, dude, you're the number 4 pick in the draft. It's summer league, and yeah, there are guards on this team that are trying to either make the team or get two-way. So that's what happens in summer league. But you're the number 4 pick in the draft. You hit the ball, let it fly. Be aggressive. Spot on the team is guaranteed. Let it fly, bro.
Yeah.
Ball. I will say, on the Hornets front, Vaughn has showed improvement, which is a good development.
Yes.
Yeah.
That could speed up the rebuild or accelerate us moving up the standings if he continues to improve. I also like Liam McNeely. He showed me some things the summer league so far, so he'll be a good glue guy. Come off the bench, hit some threes, make some plays off the bounce. So, that was a solid pick. The center, he can space the floor a little bit. He can block some shots, but damn, he is slow. He is
Yeah.
Oh wow.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going to be in a lot of drop coverage, and I don't know how that's going to work.
I
He's
feel
part
like
of the
like
I
Rudy
think
Gobert.
I think you just gotta keep him on the summer on the G League roster until
Swarm.
until he gets like
The
he gets rid of those cement feet.
He's going to come off the bench, or he might start.
Oh
He don't really
shit!
have-
Oh
He don't
yeah,
have-
It's like 𝗲𝗏𝗀𝗃, like the biggest guy.
It's
He
𝗲𝗏𝗃𝗀 and
and
Devontae.
Grant Williams.
yeah, Grant Williams is a small ball center, so I mean,
Hmm.
he's going to be in the
Wow.
rotation.
Oh shit, yeah.
I
Fuck.
mean,
Take a
you
look
probably
right now
start
at the depth chart.
𝗲𝗏𝗃𝗀, but 𝗲𝗏𝗃𝗀, he can't really space the floor, but you start him for defensive purposes. He can
Yeah.
use some rim protection, but Cochran's going to have a lot of opportunities. He can space the floor.
If
Mhm.
you don't
he can
start, we
block
got
shots,
stuck
but
with
he's just
Mason
really slow.
Plumlee.
Oh God.
Doesn't start with. I mean, I'm looking at the depth chart right now. You're
Brain literally forget that we had him.
yes. That's
Bro.
who you're stuck with right now. You got
Right
Plumlee
Bro,
or rookie.
I don't want to hear nothing about the Plumlee brothers, bro. We lost to them bitch ass niggas in state championship junior year, tall ass motherfuckers,
Oh man.
and we beat them bums twice, and we lost to them in the championship game, bro. I'm still salty about that, but fuck them.
Hey man, hey man, say what you
shit
gotta
off.
say, T. Say what you gotta
Stuff
say,
off,
T.
bro.
That's all right though, cause them niggas ain't won shit since, and we got 4 of them things since. So fuck them. Fuck that school ass
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
but I mean, like with Charlotte, it's all gonna be about health. Is LaMelo gonna be healthy? Can you
Brandon Miller healthy.
65, 70 games out of LaMelo? Brandon Miller stay healthy. I don't know what we're gonna do with Miles. I guess Miles is staying for now, but I mean, I would have traded Miles just because his value was high. Because he had a good season last year. He averaged like 21 a game. He was consistent last year, so I would have traded him while his value's high. I don't know what we're gonna do with our roster because we have like 17 players or 18 players signed and only like so many roster spots, so somebody's gonna have to be left. And unfortunately, I think Nick Jr. might be on the chopping block. I don't know if you trade him or what, but
I try to get him.
Sion James to me. Sion James didn't really show me much, so I think Sion James is gonna be a G League guy.
Yeah.
I don't really see him in the rotation. He didn't really show me much during summer league, so I don't know. But I mean, you bring in Dinwiddie, you bring in Collin Sexton. We have a pretty good
guard.
Yeah.
And so it's a logjam at guard now. So
I mean,
yeah, I think Nick might be gone, man, because Trey Man just signed. So you got Trey, you got LaMelo, you got Collin Sexton, you got B Miller, you got Khan. That's 5 right there. There's only one There's only one basketball, and then you kind of got to include Miles Bridges. That's 6 people that kind of needs the ball right off the back right there. So yeah, that shit crazy.
Yeah, man. But
Trey,
how you feel about your boy Trey? I felt like Trey should have been a Hornet, but y'all got a good one, man.
Nah, he been lining it up. But what's been more impressive to me, other than of course, the offense, because we all knew from when he was playing at Texas, leading scorer in the SEC, like he had that ratchet, like that boy's gonna pull up and shoot. Is that he really showed that he wanted to play defense, which is very important, because what I'm noticing out of Brian Dawkins, our new GM for the Washington Wizards, like he really wants players to kind of commit to that defensive side. And I kind of see how he's trying to fill out the team, fill out the roster with, we got Alex Sarr from last year. He had 8 blocks the last game. And he almost had a triple-double with blocks. We're almost getting 10 blocks. So you kind of see the defensive mindset that he's trying to bring into Washington.
Who out here doing it with blocks? Yeah, that's one of my favorite quotes when my boy said that shit. Shout out to 𝗲𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃.
And then, but Trey, like, when people was like, yeah, he's pretty much like another coming of Bradley Beal, but he's probably gonna be more likable. I kind of see that comparison. He's just gritty. He's playing hard. He kind of fits with Bud Carrington and AJ playing. Both are young guards. So I'm kind of waiting to see, like, once he gets with vets like Marcus Smart and Chris Middleton and them, because I think he really gonna learn a lot from them. especially learning how to like find his shots better during the regular season. So I'm happy with I'm definitely happy with our pick. And our other pick on Will Riley from Illinois, I think he showed something. It's gonna be fun because it's definitely gonna be competition between him and Keyshawn George because they kind of have like similar architects, similar playing styles. And Keyshawn George, he came out swinging that first game. He showed like he was in that he was on that in that gym during the offseason. So, you know, Wizards, we got 9 first-round picks on our squad currently. I think we're gonna have young go-getters. Gonna be some nice, good competition for minutes and spots, and that's only gonna make certain players better because you're gonna be literally playing against somebody good in practice every day. So, I mean, I can't wait for this season, and I can say that I'm after this the way the lottery went, I'm not even going to promote the tank anymore, bro. I'm gonna just let us be where we at and see if we can get back in. I don't say it was good favor because shit, asking for the tank, we went the wrong direction.
Real quick, Dre, I got one question for you, real quick. Just to wrap up everything you just said, where you kind of feeling where y'all might fall at this season? Is this going to be just another season of growth, or do y'all think y'all could make a surprise move and be like a team and jump up into maybe possibly playing team or something like that? Or is this you rather it just be another year of growth with the young guys? Where would you like to see this upcoming season end?
I say it like this: the way I see it, the way like the East is wide open with all these injuries. Like we even got like recent reports coming out like Embiid talking about I want to be back, but I don't know when I'm gonna be back. Hearing shit like that doesn't sound good for Philly. And then Paul George already having off-season surgery from a workout. So with that being said, you know, Chicago Bulls, they ain't nothing there other than Kobe White, free Kobe White. That's our guy. Free my man.
It's just Serbs.
So it's like with guys like Chris Middleton and Marcus Smart, depending what their agenda is, if like are they going to be playing to be traded during the deadline, or are they going to be playing for the young guys to show them the way? You could see us sneakily being a playing team like that 8 through 10 range, or you could see it because like we still a young team, the West is deep. We probably only going to get like if we could get 10 wins out of the West, that's an accomplishment. The way the West is stacked out there, if we get 10 wins out of that, that's an accomplishment. But I feel like we definitely go and get at least I feel like this team can get 30 wins this year. I think so. If they play right, if we don't get injuries and stuff like that, I think this team, because I know we had under 20 wins for the past 2 seasons. I think we can eclipse 25 with this roster, the way people are showing improvement. So it really just depends on, again, like we talked about earlier, it's like how injuries play a factor in the Eastern Conference. Who's going to be that surprise team that steps up that people wasn't looking at? But like, and because it goes into our next topic, the WNBA. You have a young team that's supported by vets that likes to be around this young team, and they play for each other. They like to hang out with each other. So that's the kind of culture that we was kind of missing the last few years in Washington. So I'm kind of glad to see that back. So I think, you know, it might not guarantee us wins, but it's going to be fun basketball to watch in DC again. I can tell you that for sure.
I do like that trial by fire that y'all have been doing, like not really just.
And that's all. That's why I be trying.
Throwing those other guys, throwing the younger guys in there early, like
and that's why I be trying, because that's what it used to be back in the day. It would be like, hey, if you use a top 10 pick, hey man, we ain't got time to be sitting you on the bench for like 25, 40 games and shit. No, you gonna get thrown in there. You gonna get dunked on. You gonna get crossed over. You gonna like
that famous shot that like Kobe shot his rookie year. He airballed it. And everybody was like, oh, what's gonna happen now? They threw you in the fire. Like
fuck the social media and like shit like that. No, go out there and hoop. Like when we begin, just gotta have to get over, and you just really just gotta throw Bama's into the fire and see what you got, because you're not gonna know that shit.
He gonna get punched on now. He went and got his inner peace with some monks and gained some weight.
I'm telling Batman.
That's scary times.
Chill.
Batman, man. He's Batman now.
Chill.
Now
Chill.
we gotta stop. Nah, we gotta stop the League of Assassins coming to LA in 28. Nah, bro, we can't be having that shit, dog.
Oh no, that's nah, we not no.
We gotta kill all that, man.
Shit,
We gotta
this
kill.
country going.
He don't start.
Bro.
He don't start.
Hey,
Don't.
So Dave, about that WNBA, huh?
Hey, Paige been hooping. Paige been hooping now. Paige been hooping.
Hey,
I'm gonna say release the files.
Hey, he said fouls. What foul? It could be.
Right.
I mean, it could be
It
the
could be a
Adam
lot of
Silver
fouls.
fouls. It could be. There's a
Yep.
lot of fouls out here, Corey.
a lot of fouls.
Yeah, the Malik Beasley foul. There we go.
Ooh.
Nah. Hey, be careful with that.
Nasty,
You be.
that's a
Hey,
nasty
be
step
careful.
across.
Be careful of that. That might crumble. That might crumble all sports. That might crumble all professional sports or whoever part of that shit. Who?
What?
They're trying to drag Carmelo in that shit.
Ah,
Wait,
shit.
what?
The dude that apparently knew about all of this, he was a fan or whatever.
Yeah.
And they saw him dap up Carmelo. And they was like, does Carmelo know anything about this?
What?
What's going on?
I don't want to bring.
Parlay Rose.
Parlay Rose.
That man went to Miami and just turned to straight ass, bro. Like,
Did not care.
I was like,
Took the under every night.
Nah, it'd be funny because once the reports come out and then you watch old film, you're like, damn, he really was selling on this play. God damn.
I saw a compilation and I was like, yeah, he was selling.
I thought the Jonte film was bad, but when you look at Malik's,
Calling for like 3 plays in a row, and I'm like, yeah, you were selling. You were under.
A whole little shaking ass dance when he hit threes though. Like, yeah, like he's in the game. Hit a three, he be
Yeah.
they said the boy be twerking.
He be getting crossed over by Michael Beasley, man. That's what's going on, son.
Hey,
yo.
But okay. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. But yeah, WNBA, man. Like Corey alluded to, hey, Paige coming out here looking good for a rookie, man. As you see, my boys putting up the standings, the links so far, best record in the WNBA. And there's some surprising records out here. You know, we got the inaugural season of the Golden State Valkyries, and I know they just lost today. Where they at now? Let's see.
10-12.
10 and 12. So they dropped it because they dropped a few games back to back because they lost to the Aces, and then they just lost tonight to the Storm. But look, man, nobody expected them to even have 10 wins at this moment right now, and they have an all-star, Kyla Thornton. So, you know, Valkyries looking pretty good for their inaugural season. Dave, have you been tuning into them, watching the games or anything like that?
I ain't been tuned in really to Golden State, but they are like the biggest surprise I think so far this season because I felt like I didn't think they'll be as bad as like what Connecticut. So I think I knew Connecticut would be as bottom tier. Yeah. I think just more so like talent or lack of talent or whatever, and they in a straight rebuild. But I thought Golden State would be kind of down there, based on like what happened in free agency. Like I knew Atlanta was going to be better, I knew Phoenix was going to be better, and it feels like and I know like the Liberty and the Lynx they won like their first 10 or so games. Each of them won first 10 or so games. But you know, for Minnesota, I think Minnesota is the best team in the league right now. But when they play Phoenix, it's an issue.
Yeah.
Like when they play Phoenix, they get smoked. Like the 2 times I've seen them play Phoenix, they got.
They don't because when you look at the roster, which is kind of crazy, they have like tall players, but they don't have like centers or bigs. They got like tweeners that's running because like 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗀 Collier, she's like pretty much like a point center, point forward for the team, and then you got like Atlanta Smith. She's like she gets rebounds, she's a twig, and then Shepherd, she's a twig. I mean, not to. And then Carlton, like they got the same architect type player running the 3 and 4, and then you run it up against like 18 and then Satu, you know, they run into problems like that because you know they can hit you from the inside or the outside, and then they just brought in AT's girl, 𝗲𝗏𝗀 𝗠𝗃, she on the squad now, so that added another dimension to that team.
And then Copper's been hurt like most of this year, like part of this year.
That's the crazy, and Phoenix is still a great team. So
yeah, so I think Phoenix is going to be a problem moving forward. Just based on how the standings look, in the playoffs, you could possibly have like Phoenix and the Liberty play each other in the semifinals, possibly. Aces and the Lynx could play each other in the first round. Like that could be crazy.
Aces, they need something after this All-Star break. They need a reset or something.
Yeah.
Because outside A'ja Wilson, shout out to her. Her shoes are doing a phenomenal job on these streets. Everybody, men and women, are copping them joints. But man, like outside of her, it's like hit and miss, especially when it comes to Jewel Lloyd. We all thought after the trade, like Jewel Lloyd, we able to replace Kelsey Plum, but she just has not looked good in Vegas at all. Outside the games that A'ja missed, that's when she looked good, but when the team is fully healthy, she just has not been hitting at all.
It's just not a good fit. And I don't know what it is like between like, just fitting her hand with Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young. I don't know if there's an adjustment where like Jewel may need to come off the bench. Like I don't know if that may be better, but it's just what Kelsey Plum was to the Aces is not some of the skill sets are the same, but it's just Jewel is I think a little bit more of a pure scorer. Like it just hasn't really like fit, and I think maybe it's I don't know lack of shots or more shots, or just maybe the balls are not getting moved in the right spot. Mm-hmm. And also A'ja has missed some games, and also I don't think they have like the starting lineup is great, but I don't think they really have a good overall team like outside the starting lineup too. Mm-hmm. Like they have some decent bench players, but there's a lot there. Like Phoenix has an excellent bench. New York has an excellent bench.
Yeah. Aces lost some good players. Like they lost Alyssa Clark, they lost Tiffany Hayes, they lost Kate Martin to the Valkyrie. So they lost some good pieces that will come off the bench to kind of sustain, their runs when they got set Jackie Young or Kelsey or Chelsea and stuff like that. So yeah, I agree. They could retool the bench. I know they just made a trade for Alyssa Smith to kind of help with rebounding and stuff like that. But still, you just brought in another star. You kind of need to kind of help retool that bench.
Yeah.
Dre, real quick, how you feel about your Mystics? I see they're 11-11 at 500 at this point. Winning the last 6 out of the last 10. So how they looking, bro?
Yeah. If I can be a little bit biased, they actually surprised me just as much as the Valkyries, because I know we was coming into a rebuilding season. We traded Ariel Atkins to Chicago to get another first-round pick. We new coach, new GM. We didn't. If you would have told me that we'll be going to the All-Star break at least at 500 with 2 All-Stars, not named Brittany Sykes, I would have been like, y'all tripping. The way 𝗂𝗂 Area has been playing, the way Sonia Citron has been playing, and what's really has been the eye opener for the team was Shakira Austin is finally able to play her real game and able to break out. I really feel like she's really gravitating to this coach, which has allowed her to play the style game that I knew she can play. So I think that's really so it's really gonna and like I said about the Wizards, we have a young team, but we got vets on that team that likes playing with the younger core, showing them the road, showing them the way, and they like being around they like being with each other and like playing for each other. So we went from a of course lottery team to a sneaky playoff team, and I think we'll be a tough out for one of the topper seed teams whoever we match up with. We make it to the playoffs.
Man, Austin and 𝗂𝗂 done about to ship Aaliyah Edwards out.
Man, and that's the thing. I want to keep Aaliyah. Hey, look, if you have talent, don't get rid of it. Because unless you bringing in somebody better than her, then don't make the trade. You feel me? Like she had an injury coming into the season. Let her work herself up. But she's a good player to come off the bench. I mean, she can still give you 8 to 10 points if you allow her to get the opportunities.
Yeah, I think that kind of makes sense. I felt like 𝗵𝗃𝗃 would be that person that would be getting the one that's coming off the bench, but just the way things have gone, like she just immersed herself into an all-star and a starting, starting.
No,
yeah.
What I tell people, and I'm surprised, but it doesn't surprise me because Sonya and 𝗵𝗃𝗃, they're used to playing with great talent when they was at Stanford, USC, and Sonya at Notre Dame. So they're good with, I don't gotta be the guy coming in. Like, we just gonna play our roles. And what they're doing is just excelling at it.
Yeah.
So that's what's really good.
But I mean, if you can get like, a solid, a pick, like, a first round pick or something for like with Aaliyah, along with someone that is actually like a bench player. Like if you can get like, maybe for example, a Natasha Mack from Phoenix. Like I know she's an old, but that's a nice, vet that can come off the bench. Or you can get like a West held from Phoenix, the backup forward. You can get her.
You know who I take? I take Williams from Chicago. I take her.
Yeah. Or you can get Izzy Harrison from New York.
Yeah.
So I mean, as long as you get a good package for her, because I think they looking to trade her because that she was meant to be. And I think she doesn't really want to like be in that, because I think eventually like you're gonna have to make a decision between 𝗵𝗃𝗃 and Aaliyah anyway. So you might as well just.
If we get a first round, like Corey said, we get a first round pick. I don't give a fuck. Do what we gotta do.
Exactly.
But of course, we can't talk about the W while talking about Miss Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
She been struggling, man.
She been struggling. She been out.
She been hurt, ain't she?
She been hurt.
Yeah. But when she's in, until last night, she was 1 for 32 shooting threes on the road.
Yeah. That I think a lot of that has to do with rhythm, and also just coming in and out from injury, to like, but also, there's more film on Caitlin right now. There's more film.
Yeah.
So, people must try, and also the W has gotten a lot more like physical, a lot more like, there's a lot more hustle and tussle. So I think it's just a case of that. I mean, Indiana is kind of like where they're not exactly where they were last year. I think they're a better team, obviously, but as far as like standing wise, they're
a better team, and we gotta give them respect because they did win the Commissioner's Cup without Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
So they're a team that is a threat when Caitlin is healthy. It's just like you said, that she's just gotta get healthy and get out her shooting slump. To an earlier point that Corey mentioned, Paige Becker is coming in rookie. I thought maybe somebody from the Mississippi was going to take rookie of the year, but I think Paige is about to start running away with this shit.
Paige got that shit. Yeah, Paige got that shit now.
And she's like she stepped in, she's already the leader of that team. Like that's the crazy part about it.
Oh no. And I'm glad you said it, because I had a question and they thought it was a hot take. I was like, no, I'm like, she's already probably better than Enrique right now. Especially the way Enrique been playing this year. Especially the way Enrique been playing. Hey, look, man, I'm just trying to say, like, look.
There's no disrespect at all, but like it's been different. And like even how she handles herself in post-game conferences and everything, like it's just different. Like
she's a 3-level scorer. She's more efficient in her jump shots. She facilitates better. I mean, she might not be able to like get a burst 30-point game like Enrique, but overall player, I think it might be Paige already, and that's just me.
Yeah, and I feel it. I mean, like her and I think there was a stretch where her and JJ Quinterly were balling out.
Yeah, like, they was going stupid crazy.
I feel like that's a nice backcourt, at least like a nice.
and Anisa James, like those three rookie guards, like they've been showing out on that court.
Yeah, I mean, now it's just about building around Paige. I mean, like,
Yeah.
get her a nice 4 or 5, someone there. Stack that bench up, and man, based on what you just said, Dre, like 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 might be out of there soon, man. Maybe not this year, but this might be her last year in Dallas.
Hey man, y'all want 𝗬𝗏𝗧𝗏 Edwards, Dallas?
Yo, hey, that makes sense though. That makes sense. That kind of makes sense. But okay, so if 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 comes to DC,
Science at the 3. Science at the 3.
Science at the 3. Sykes and 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗏 will play the 1 and the 2. All right, okay.
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's cool because Georgia is coming back next year. Okay. Yeah, okay.
You put the puzzle together, Dave. You put the puzzle together.
Hey, the commissioner, are you listening to this? Are the wires tapped? Talk
to the GMs.
It's ESPN to be listening to us. I don't know if it's if the W be listening yet.
Before we get to our last topic, I do want to give a shout out to my girl Andrew Reese. No, it was tough. She had a tough beginning to this season, but as of late, she's been beating the allegations. She's been playing way better. Her handle's still a little wacky. I ain't gonna lie. That handle's still a little wacky. But, the coach got her playing this little point forward role. She's been playing better. She's been getting more assists. She's been able to hit more shots around the basket while also still getting her me-bounds and her rebounds. Shooting a better percentage than a lot of all-star caliber players, I might say, but I don't want to get into that right now. But just want to give her a quick shout out. I know she has a lot of haters of these days. Some people that don't need to be mentioned because I'm not going to give them the time of day on our podcast. But just want to give her a quick shout out because she's doing.
Fuck that Oreo.
Hey man.
No, Corey, because I'm glad you said it because this is a perfect segue because it's definitely fuck him. But whoever on goddamn Bleacher Report made that fucking NBA top 100 list.
Yep.
T, they got it. They had us fucked up, T.
That's all was fucked up.
What the fuck is this?
This was effed up as soon as they dropped it.
Jordan at the 1.
Very quickly, Jordan won.
We have no problem with that. Like, come on now. No problem.
Magic 4.
What's your problem? What's your problem?
I mean, no, I can always see it, but just to me, I always have Kobe. Kobe got to be top 3. That's just me, and we don't see Kobe yet. So yeah, we can continue.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
that's the crazy part.
That's my first gripe right there. Bill Russell at 5, but we can continue.
Shaq 7, I think, is Robin. Duncan.
Number 8 is Bird. Number 9 is
Will.
Second gripe.
Wilt should be higher than Russell. Let's be real. And I have a huge problem with that.
Yeah.
And then
Kobe at 11.
Then we got Kobe at 11.
So what do you want to start?
And Duncan. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna start there. I have no problem with Kareem at 3, but you can make a strong argument for Magic at 3.
You can.
But Kareem, like I said, 6-time MVP, 6-time champion, so I'm no issue with him at 3. But you can make an argument for Magic. Well, okay, cool.
I don't get what's the argument for Kobe not being in the top 10 at all. And if you say something to the point
see, Kobe. I mean, Corey. But you know what my problem is? We shouldn't even have to debate if Kobe should be in the top 10. He should be in the top 5.
My mindset when it comes to it. If you look at me and you say, "Oh, he was Shaq's sidekick," that is a lie. He has more rings than Shaq, more points than Shaq. He's killing Shaq in a lot of different metrics if we're gonna look at it that way. And if you're gonna take that away from him, why aren't we taking away either Kareem or Magic? They were on the team together.
They played with them.
And also to the point, people were acting like Kobe was just out there doing like 21-point games when he was playing with Shaq. It was little games with young Kobe. If it wasn't for him, they don't win some of those rings and the 3P.
Exactly.
Facts. Facts.
Like, dog, Shaq fouled out in Game 4 of the 2000 Finals. If Kobe
Pacers,
doesn't
yep.
step up, Indiana's
That's a
up
2-2
3-1.
series with Game 5 at home. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Exactly.
That whole series
Yeah.
flips if Kobe doesn't step up when Shaq goes out. Like the whole history
LA was up
changes at that
2-1.
point.
And you can say that you could say that's the turning point of where Kobe started being like, you know what, I have to be this guy.
Exactly.
And then
Well, actually,
when
truthfully,
go
Kobe
ahead, T.
bailed him out in Game 7 versus Portland that year too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Shaq, Game 7 didn't have a great game. It was really Kobe and like Harper and 𝗵𝘁𝗀 that really brought him home. We just remember the alley from Kobe to Shaq, but Shaq really didn't do that much that particular game. You know what I'm saying? So I know my history, so y'all not gonna. The people who vote on this bullshit not gonna get over on us. We know our history. We know our ball.
And here's and this is the thing that makes it crazy. Shaq leaves, and I get it. He did get a ring in Miami, but he wasn't the guy when he won that ring in Miami. Kobe stayed in LA and got 2 of them joints.
Went to 3 more finals.
With 2 final MVPs. With 2 final MVPs. Then, while still with the Lakers, still playing with the Lakers, he did pass MJ on the scoring joint too as well. So it's like, I don't know what the beef is, because me automatically, he already over Steph, Bill, and Wilt to me on that list out the gate.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he's already better. And then I'm gonna put him over Larry just off of talent, just off of sheer talent. So that's 4 players out the gate. I'm not even going to overthink. Like, yeah, he's over these 4 players out the gate with it. So I know there's like people. Go ahead.
You know what it is, man. And I'm not to be that type of guy, bro. And I like Rich Paul and I like Clutch, but they put out a lot of nasty propaganda, bro. Let's be honest, bro. To prop up their boy, there's a lot of nasty propaganda they do. If you don't think they have influence on some of these podcasts,
they
some
do.
of this other stuff, you be mistaken.
Rich Paul and that crew, they have a chokehold in certain areas of the podcast world.
Shoot, podcast, they got influence in the damn game, man. You saw what they did. You saw what they did.
Yeah.
You saw the media, the draft. Like, they got like it's crazy. Every time I see a player sign a contract, I see Clutch next to their name. I'm like, God damn, you too?
Clutch they snatch them up, man. They
basketball and football. Yeah.
They do.
But more than Kobe, if like for people that actually go through the list, it was just so many foul things going on. Like, you have Steve Nash over Allen Iverson. I was like, ain't no fucking way. Yeah, KD, Durant in that 11 to 13 range, I'm fine with that. He should not go lower than 13. And that's being
the logo. I mean, he's the logo. You gotta put him there.
Yeah.
Garnett 16.
Okay, I got a question for you. He or Giannis?
I knew he was going there.
Okay.
Hey, I'm
inclined.
Okay, I'm inclined.
Okay, KG at Minnesota or KG in Boston? Or it don't matter?
It don't matter. I'm talking about totality, bro.
Just totality of their career so far. Well, so far in regards to Giannis.
I mean, Giannis is a 2-time MVP. Should be 3, but you know, there's other propaganda going on in the NBA currently. We won't get to that in a second.
Did Giannis win Defensive Player of the Year? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, he's one of the few players in history to win an MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year.
Yeah, I think he's done.
That's right.
Him,
he did do
Jordan.
It that year. Him, Jordan, and
Will maybe
Russell did it. I think Russell did it once.
Yeah, I think I'm about to say I think Russell.
Yeah,
I got Giannis.
I'm a KG fan.
Yeah, and I like KG. I got Giannis.
KG was my guy. From like KG was my guy, and I'm like,
I put it like this. I can see why they did it, but I think if we did this in 2 years, it wouldn't be without a question. It would be young.
Right.
I think the only problem is it's like, and this is what I'm just thinking. KG's best year in Minnesota, Giannis has already done that multiple times.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
But if you look at both of their playoff careers, if you remove that one time they won the championship, it's kind of similar. in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar in my opinion.
You're right, Dre. The rest of their playoff careers similar, almost mirror each other.
Now, to be fair for KG, I would say this about KG. KG played in the era much slower pace.
Much more.
So the points per game is going to be a little deflated compared to what's going on today, just because of the pace. That's probably, especially the early mid 2000s. That's probably the slowest pace of basketball we've ever seen.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be honest, he literally played against the best power forwards of all time too.
He played against Dirk and Tim Duncan.
Duncan.
He had to play those guys like 4 times a year.
And I mean, he played against Shaq in his payday.
I'm about to say he ran to the Lakers,
I mean,
Kobe, Shaq, Lakers and stuff like that. I think, and we all know there was a story about the Lakers was trying to get KG. I think if that move happened earlier and he would have had a lot more early success before, when he got traded to Boston, the story might be different. The story might be different, but we can't really talk hypotheticals right now, especially when we're talking about this list.
We gotta go.
All right, Dave.
Yeah.
It's a good toss up. All right, go up the list. Go back up the list.
16 Garnett. Who's 17? We got
Jokic. Stop it right there. Stop it right
here. Right here.
No comment.
Okay. Noted. Go up a little bit. Go up a little bit. Just go up a little bit. Go up. Hold on. Keep going. Okay. Keep going.
Listen in Dirk.
Now, Jokic has accolades. No, Jokic has accolades in a propaganda machine. But take that out. What do you want I think we forget how good David Robinson was in his prime. How athletic he was at 7 feet, running the floor, could do everything.
Hey, I got a question. Who's the last person to have a quadruple double in the NBA?
David Robinson.
Right. Okay.
I was like, Dirk was playing in Dallas for so long. He had to play against the Lakers with Kobe and Shaq, and then he had to play KD, Russell Westbrook, Harden, OKC Thunder, and everything. And like you said, he had to play the Heatles. Yeah.
And then he was at the era of the Heatles in the East, ran into them in the playoffs.
Think about it, man. Like he had to
play with some Memphis teams. Was that Randolph?
I'm about to say Memphis, the Grindhouse.
He had to play the Spurs. He had to play Portland with Brandon Roy. He had to play.
Didn't he play against T-Mac with the Houston Rockets?
Denver and Chauncey, the Denver team with Carmelo and Chauncey.
Against them.
If you take 2 of those MVPs away, how far does Jokic drop? How far does he go back?
He goes to the.
He's a top 25 player. He's still a top 20. I still think they're going to make him a top 20 only because of what he's averaging. And then if you think about it, he didn't win the MVP this year. Well, you got to think he was top 5 in points, top 5 in rebounds. His shooting percentage from 3, he shot over 40%. He was like top, which is crazy. He was like top 5 in steals.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
But he was going to have multiple. He's going to have at least 2 MVPs anyway. Because if they had given it to SGA last year, he was going to win it this year. So
Flip-flop.
In the year that Embiid got hurt in March, April, where he played on that torn meniscus in the playoffs, he won it that year. Like all right, no choice, but to give it to him. So he would have at least 2 right now. I think just the one, one of the ones where Embiid should have had it. Yeah.
But my problem with him being that high, especially over Dirk and David Robinson, is it's the tape. And I understand, in this era, he's getting triple double and stuff like that. But like what Dirk had to face and was able to do, especially when we want to talk about championship runs, where Dirk had to face and what had to do, and especially we're talking about Dirk went from he was the number 1 seed MVP and he lost to AC Golden State. And people wrote him off.
Yeah.
To
the slander was crazy.
And think about it,
winning the championship. Yeah. And then you had David. I think people forget about David Robinson. It's because of Tim Duncan. Because Tim Duncan was the one that came in. He was the one that helped them win those championships. But people forget how good David Robinson was. It's because, like Tim, he's quiet. Yeah. There's nothing flashy about this game. He went to a military school. He wasn't somebody that went to Duke. He didn't go to North Carolina. He didn't go to UCLA. And says he went to a military school.
Yeah.
He came out, and all he did was, I'm gonna go into this arena. I'm gonna get my points. I'm gonna get these rebounds. We're gonna get this done, and then I'm gonna go home.
Exactly.
Like we don't hear any issues coming from David Robinson. So I think that's what hurts his narrative because he's just a worker.
Let's look at who he had to play as well. He was holding Hakeem. He was holding Shaq.
Facts. Young Shaq at that.
Yeah.
Hell, he still had to deal with Kareem.
Yeah.
He still had to tell his career as well. Patrick Ewing.
Yep, Patrick.
Lonzo Mourning. Like we can go on and on. But Dave Robinson was so good. The Spurs went from like a 20-something win team his rookie year to a 56-win team. That's how good he was.
People forget about stuff like that. Like Dre said, they want to look at the stats, but they don't want to look at the
and then the 1 year he was hurt, they won the damn lottery. So
and I want to go back. I want to go back to Dirk because like when there was like a whole like flux of like European players coming into the league, Dirk was the poster boy of European guys.
Yeah, I was going to mention that too.
Early on, it was kind of like that because Dirk has always been a guy that like stretches the floor, like shoots outside. Early on in his career, he wasn't as like a post play. He wasn't like he wasn't doing what he was doing back in 2011, driving to the post. Like, he developed more so fadeaway.
He developed it, yeah.
He had to develop it. And that's why he kept losing to the Spurs or losing in the first round, like early on, like in the late 90s, early 2000s. He was always losing in the first round. And then like he finally go to hump against the Spurs in 2006 and then got to the finals that year. And then, like Dre, you mentioned losing to Golden State, which I think the most embarrassing thing in his career. When he won MVP that year still, and he lost in the first round as a number 1 seed. And at that point, like I think it was the third time that it happened in league history. And so from coming at that point to 2011, and 2011 is the best championship run anyone's ever had. Like, yes. I get like first round he played Portland. If Brandon Roy wasn't dealing with his knee issues, it would have been maybe a tougher series for them. But I still think they would have probably got past Portland. And he played the Lakers. Like the Lakers, when their Lakers are going for a three-peat, the Lakers three-peat, and you sweep them. And then you're playing against a young OKC. A young OKC, I think who had home court advantage. No, Dallas had home court advantage.
No, Dallas
had home court advantage,
You're still playing a
young against KD, Russ.
Miami was meant to win that championship. Miami was
they're the heavy favorites.
They were the heavy favorites that year. It was crazy.
Miami went to, but like Dirk just balled out. And a lot of things. I think some things were and Dallas won that team without Caron Butler, even though they already still had a really good team. Like, so like that was the best championship run in my opinion.
The crazy thing to me is when it comes to this argument, and I'm be bold enough to say this: if Dirk flops in Dallas early in his career, what does that do to the European influx that we have now and his Joker in the position he has now?
It will still be going on.
It'll still be going on
because Stern, like we talk about Alan Silver, but Stern was really pushing that agenda of like making this game a global game. Yeah. And then we got to remember there was actually European players coming in before Dirk. They were just coming in a little.
That played for the Nets before he passed away.
Drazen,
Arvydas Sabonis.
Sabonis just came in too late. Like if Sabonis came in when he was like
been
at his peak,
he would have been on this list. Sabonis would have been on this list. That's how good he was. Sabonis would have been on this list. Tony Kukoc. You know what I'm saying?
Tony Kukoc.
So all right, we can go up the list.
But I mean, we can talk about blurred list. But the two major grievances I did see was you had Steve Nash over at AI, and then you have people like. Then you had like people like Draymond Green and fucking Paul George over Tatum. Like that shit.
Okay.
Barkley 25.
Elton Baylor probably, Isaiah.
I feel like Isaiah should be top.
He should be high. Like, Chicago didn't beat the Lakers.
Revolution as a small guard position as a small guard.
And then we got to he beating like all time.
Yes.
Lakers, Boston, Chicago team. Not like the average. He's being all time like oh my god. Like, and like you said, as a small guard.
Averaged a double-double. Like, that's crazy.
12-time All-Star, too.
Scotty at, what, 28?
I'm Scottie Pippen.
No problem. No problem.
That's fine for him.
No issue here. I have no issue with that. Because, see, the thing about Stockton that people don't remember, he was the guy that really made all the big shots for those Utah teams. He was the big shot taker and maker, but he's a weirdo. All right, keep going.
Paul at 30.
No problem with that.
Fuck Chris.
I knew that was coming.
𝗵𝗁𝗃.
𝗵𝗁𝗃. All right. Yeah, no problem. Keep
No problem.
Whatever.
Kawhi.
32.
He'd be higher if he didn't get hurt. He'd be higher if he didn't get injured.
Dre is right. If he stayed healthy, he'd be high. If he didn't get injured. He'd be way higher. He'd be way higher.
All right. Keep going. No problem there.
Jason Kidd.
No problem with that one. I have no issue with that.
James Harden.
This is Harden.
Oh, see.
Harden at 34.
Yeah.
When is why he's down here this low? Because he didn't win the big thing yet.
That's the point that I was gonna make. He should be a little bit
He's
lower.
a little too high. A tad bit too
interesting.
high.
Okay.
Keep going. Who else is up here?
Oh, okay. Hold on. What you pick? Oh yeah. Then we got beat. Yeah. AI. Yeah. There we go.
So here we go. I'll put Allen Iverson over James Harden and Steve Nash.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I take that.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Bob Cousy.
Man.
I mean, he did win by
Bob Pettit.
Loaded teams, Bob.
Here we. This where we see the bullshit.
Five.
I know issue with Clyde at 39.
That's cool. Patrick
Is
Ewing.
at 40. Pat, okay.
I know issue with that. He'll be high if he won a ring, but
Yeah, but he would have high if he won a ring.
Jordan,
Rick Barry.
Rick Barry, here's a bucket, no problem here.
Yeah. Underrated.
George Garvin.
Like you get.
No problem.
Underrated.
This is the
Hugely
section of the list.
underrated.
This is the section of the list where it's like you're really not going to argue a lot.
Yeah.
Because right now you're just
Why,
picking
Frazier?
names because you got winners, you got bucket getters, you got people that make
Exactly.
impact. So you know,
these
good
are guys
defenders.
that like trailblazers of the game. Like these were early years of the NBA. Like
Mike.
Yeah.
But
Mike,
what?
I mean-
Okay, if it's okay with you, let's get to like the 80s or something real quick because that's when you're gonna start seeing.
Where's Paul
Davis
George? Where's
over-
Paul George at?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where's Paul George at?
We just gonna scroll.
I have no problem with all these guys. Mikhail, Westbrook.
Russell, that's Westbrook.
Paul Pierce.
Stop.
Hey, I'm gonna be. Paul might have to go higher.
Stop.
That is
49?
49.
At 49.
Higher.
He
we
could-
joke and we talk
We
about
joke with
him
him all the time,
You
but
can argue that he could be higher or
argue.
lower. See, Paul Pierce is
Yeah.
he can be argued he could be low, should be lower, should
he
be
got
higher.
a point. He got a point.
It depends what's the criteria for this list. That's the
Dre, you got a
thing.
great point. That's a great
That's the
point.
what's your list criteria? Because before Ray and KG got there, was he a bucket getter? Yes. Was his playoff success like that? Not really.
No.
But once he did get help from like Ray Allen and KG and then Rondo and stuff like that, you know, Finals MVP, got a championship. You know, he's because yes, like I said, we slander Paul Pierce? Yes, only because he said stuff like I'm better than D Wade.
Yeah.
like outlandish
The
stuff.
hot takes is what we slander him for, not his.
But was he like one of the top 10 in his era of ball? Yeah.
Yes.
Like Paul Pierce was that, like he was getting it.
Nah, yeah.
All right, we can keep going up.
We're just gonna scroll.
Peyton.
No problem. Now, never got injured. He'll be like top 20.
That nice.
Whoa.
Okay.
And that's what
Okay.
this was interesting to me. This was interesting to me. This is interesting to me.
Okay.
This was interesting to me.
Talent-wise, sure.
But no.
What
Already.
No.
We didn't know more than winning.
Rookie of the Year, a scoring title, and an All-Star. I don't see really any awards than Rookie of the Year.
More than winning.
That's wild.
That's wild to me.
That's wild. Willis Reed.
Over Willis
Oh,
Reed.
all right, Willis Reed, a two-time champ. All right. God. All right, keep going. Keep
All
going.
right, I could go all night. Just
Keep
keep
going.
going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Tracy McGrady.
T-Mac. Okay.
Over Tracy. Oh,
Over-
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Luka.
I play him over Luka.
Melo.
Luka over Melo.
Keep going.
Yeah, just keep going.
McAdoo.
McAdoo.
Underrated.
Paul Gasol.
So no problem here. No
I have
problem
no
with
problem in
that.
there.
James Worthy.
I think he should be higher.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
him and Powell should be flipped. That's just my personal opinion.
Should be.
Dang.
Okay, here we go. Oh, stop.
He was waiting for this shit.
Over Vince Carter.
Stop. No, Dame.
I don't have a problem with Vince Carter being there. Like we
I
I
know
don't have a
Vince-
problem with Vince Carter. But
Vince
here's
Carter's
another.
55, but he won't even on the top 75, NBA top 75.
He wasn't actually.
He wasn't.
If he was healthy,
Embiid?
he'd be top. He'd be higher. He'd be much higher.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you got Dennis Rodman.
Rodman.
No problem.
No problem.
No
there.
problem.
You got
No
Parrish.
problem. No problem.
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Now remember, Dame was at 64. We have in the chat. But Brad, you weren't. I don't know if you saw that conversation, but yeah.
Ooh.
KD made the point that Dame has carried the franchise, and he's had, points to the conference finals. We've seen Kyrie carry. He hasn't done much, but Kyrie has a championship, and he has that signature moment.
Yeah.
Again, this is why I was like, I really want to know what the criteria was, because
I'm like Dre. I have to
because some places you use like, you put this player over this other person because you like him better, you like him more because of like off the court stuff. It's because
Facts.
of winning. It's because of accolades, or is it like pound for pound? Are we going off talent?
Yeah.
Is Dame 5 spots better than Kyrie, or is he even better than Kyrie? Or are we talking about pound for pound player? That's what I'm trying to get at.
Real quick, Corey, if you had to take in a one-game shot scenario, you're taking Dame or you're taking Kyrie? With the game on the line, less than 3 seconds on the clock, who are you taking?
I'm taking Kyrie. Y'all know how I
Dre,
feel
I
about
don't know
Kyrie.
about.
I might take
I
Dame.
don't know about that. I'm taking Dame.
I might take Dame, dog.
I'm not saying, but y'all know how I feel about Kyrie. It's because like I've seen Kyrie do a lot of this stuff. Yeah, we saw Dame do it. Dame did it. It was like the first round.
First round.
In the first round.
I keep going.
He ended the series off that.
Right. Yeah.
Our last big records list is coming up. And
Yeah, just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. You're gonna see it. Just keep going.
Alex English, yeah.
Okay.
These are trailblazers. Pete Maravich, yeah.
PG.
Here we go.
This is big issue number one. That's issue number one.
For Grant,
Grant was healthy.
health.
Over Tiny Archibald.
PG's at 78.
All right, keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's interesting.
Going.
Sam Jones, yeah.
Tony Parker.
Remember, PG at 78. Butler was at 83. Stop it right here. Stop it right here.
Draymond, 88.
Draymond's at 88. So all right, keep
88.
going up. Keep going up. Keep going up. Keep going up.
Over
Chris Webber.
Over Weber.
Keep going.
Keep
Keep
going.
going.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Over Chauncey.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Keep going.
Wait,
We're not done.
Stop.
Here we go.
Stop. That's one. That's one. Keep going. Keep going.
I've
Keep
seen like
going.
4.
Keep going. Keep going. No, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I've seen
Keep
enough.
going.
Over Joe.
Keep going. That's egregious too, but okay, keep going.
Over King.
Oh, that's egregious. That's
I've seen too many.
Keep going.
I'm done. I want to know the criteria.
Oh
I want to know the criteria.
Draymond, Paul George are over Clay, Tatum, Bernard King, Jimmy
Butler.
There were other legends over the Pearl.
Joe Dumars.
Hey,
Oh,
what the hell are they doing at Bleacher Report?
Who wrote this? Who put pen to paper?
Who is the author?
This one, none of my.
Scroll down to Paul George's profile real quick. Scroll back down to Paul George. I think he was at 73. What did they actually
78.
What did they say about Paul George?
Paul George is 78.
Yeah.
All right, scroll down.
Accolades. He's a 6-time All-NBA, 9-time All-Star, 4-time Defensive Player. Scroll down a little bit. one-time steal champion, most improved player.
Yeah, man.
Okay, during a stretch from 2014 to 2019, your nerdiest NBA friend might have made the case that Paul George was one of the 5 best players. Okay, stop it right there. There's an argument just before he got injured right now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jayson Tatum's a champion, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jayson Tatum has better career points per game than Paul George. Am I correct?
I think you
I
are.
mean, we can check it.
Look, we could go for it. Jason Tatum was a better rookie than Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Tatum, I don't think he's been outside the playoffs, maybe except for 1 year.
No,
in
I
his
think
career.
No, I think he's made it. I think he's made
Okay, that's what I think.
playoffs every year.
Okay, so,
always.
so
He's been in the playoffs every single year.
His career average right now for Jayson Tatum is 23.6 according to ESPN.
Yeah, here we go.
Yep.
He's played 8 seasons, been in the playoff 8 times. He's been there 8 times.
8 times already.
Look at what he's done in 8. Look at what he's done in 8 seasons.
6-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 1-time champ. I mean,
and Draymond
exactly. That's a good point.
And Draymond is better than this dude.
And you got Draymond over Tatum.
No.
And Clay.
And Clay.
No.
Now, does Draymond does his role for Golden State? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. But fuck no. What are we doing?
I can argue that Clay's had tougher defensive assignments than Draymond.
Ask me the question right now. You take
Clay,
Draymond, drop him on any other team, does he even make this list?
No.
Thank you. Point proven.
Matter of fact, Brad, we don't even have to take him off Golden State. We saw what he looks like when Steph is hurt, when Clay is hurt, and KD is hurt.
Clay, we ain't got no game 6. Dre.
There's no such thing as a game 5 Draymond.
Now, I will say this. I will say this. I will say this.
I know you're going, Dre. I know you're going.
If he did not meet Shot Bron in that 2016
MVP.
finals, he would have won Finals MVP. And my God, it would have been as worse as Joker winning the damn Olympics or being team, at least being team. Those are the 2 most egregious things. I'm glad it never happened. Joker beating Team USA and Draymond winning Finals MVP. Because the shit that he talks now, without that,
oh my God.
If he would have won that Finals MVP, you're right, Dre. The shit talking would be at
because
levels.
people he had a crazy game 7 too.
Yeah.
He did.
He had a crazy game 7. His defense comes and goes like Dame Lillard, all of them, Russell Westbrook, all of them.
That still blows me how.
And he was putting up clamps and still lining up in the corner.
Exactly.
But we just
you did one right
Bleacher
there.
Bleacher Report, do better. Do better.
Do your job. Do your job.
But I before we end this pod, this one thing I would say, if there's any list that is being done for NBA players, if you don't even have Kobe Bryant in top 5, I'm not respecting your list. I'm gonna just say it right. I'm off the bat. If I don't see Kobe in the top 5 or in any NBA list, I'm not respecting that joint. And it's no disrespect to Tim Duncan. It's no disrespect to Magic, Larry Bird, whoever you want to argue who wants to be over Kobe. I'm saying if you don't have Kobe Bean Bryant in your top 5 of your all-time NBA list, I'm just not going to respect it. That's all I got to say.
I can second that. Having him in the top 10 is egregious.
If you have Kobe at like 6, I'd be like, all right, okay, no problem. Yeah.
No, cause I can see the arguments with Tim Bird like that. Yeah. I can understand. But again, 11.
That's no disrespect to Shaq. Shaq is the most dominant player. Shaq might be the most dominant player ever in the NBA at his height.
I feel like they went like, I think one of the factors was impact on the game, or impact on on a championship or something. I feel like that.
Okay, you say that, Dave, and you still have Kobe at 11.
That's what I'm saying. Because growing up,
and then if you're gonna be real, you say that, then Will should drop out of the top 10.
It's still inconsistent though. It's still inconsistent, but like,
I know it's inconsistent. We see how inconsistent it is.
It's
inconsistent as crap because I've seen lists Wilt as high as in the top 5. I've seen lists all the way down somewhere in the teens.
I've seen size. Wilt is like 3.
Yeah.
You can make an argument for Wilt at 3.
But you can make an
off the
argument.
pure
A lot of
dominance of the
think that.
game.
A lot of older guys think that, like, just to keep it tall.
No,
My
I
uncle-
understand
arguing
the
with my dad
argument.
about that. Like,
I understand the argument. And I completely understand the argument for Wilt, but at the end of the day, like, which is funny because we do have tape on this of Bill Russell just completely owning Wilt in their matchups, and he's undersized compared to Wilt. He don't have the offensive bag that Wilt had or the offensive dominant. But Bill Russell, he would get that board. He would play. He was one of the best defenders to ever play the game of basketball.
Yes,
I would give Bill Russell that, but. Yeah, man.
Kareem gave Wilt fits too. People don't realize Kareem was giving Wilt.
Lou Alcindor gave that man buckets.
I don't know. I was watching a documentary like the '70s era because that's kind of like the forgotten era of basketball. You know, a lot of people think that there's actually a lot of comparisons to what's going on this decade to the '70s. Like not a lot of repeat champions, no like dynasties, no super teams. And people don't realize that Lou Alcindor and Wilt had beef, and there was a beef there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I forgot. I gotta find that video, but there was a video. It was like about the lost era of basketball, not the lost era, but the forgotten era about the '70s. It was actually really interesting because there are a lot of similarities. What's going on today? No super teams, no repeat champions.
No repeat champs.
Yeah, so drop that video to the chat, man. I definitely want to tune into that. You know, summertime, you know, I need the content to watch, man. I need the content.
Good content that I saw the other day. Down 2K dropped like the misfortune of the Indiana Pacers, and I know that's Hamas, and I know they're terrorists, but going back to like '98, well, even before '98, it actually started in like '94. Losing the Knicks in Game 7. Losing Orlando in Game 7, the Conference Finals '95. You were literally the one team in the East in the '90s that had the Bulls on the ropes. In the East. You know, championship experience prevailed. Then '99, the Larry Johnson 4-point play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I saw like
a lot of
Then 2000, you're down 2-1, but Game 4's at home, and Shaq fouls out. You think that's going to be 2-2, and here comes Kobe.
And then like T said, Game 5 is at your crib. Like
the 2-3.
And
then
when was I was saying Malice at Palace.
Malice in the Palace ruined that entire season.
I was gonna get to that. The Tayshaun Prince block. They were about to go up 2-0 against Detroit.
I remember that. I watched that live. I remember that. Yep.
Yeah. And people forget that Indiana, they had to rebuild their whole team from that 2000 championship team to the Ron Artest and Jermaine O'Neal version.
Yeah, they did.
Then Reggie Miller retires. You know, they get Danny Granger, and then they get Paul George. Take the Heat to 7, and then the next year, that team was going to be they were the 1 seed, but they were rolling. And then they traded for Evan Turner. Evan Turner killed their locker room. A lot of people thought that was Les Stevenson versus Roy Hibbert, but it was really Evan Turner that killed the locker room that year in 2014. And then Paul George gets hurt.
And then they were buying them at some point. I think, but he never played for the Pacers.
Yeah.
No, because Andrew Bynum got traded to the Sixers.
Yeah,
he got traded for the Sixers.
That's when he had the little mini fro.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Right, and then that you trade Paul George, you bring in Oladipo, so bonus. Oladipo's on the rise. Oladipo gets hurt.
Yeah.
And then you trade some bonus, you get Halliburton. So they have been knocking on the door really for 3 decades. They just haven't been able to break through.
That is crazy.
I will say
just the Buffalo Bills of basketball. Oh well.
I was thinking the same. You read my mind. I was thinking the same thing.
I will say I put the bias aside. I did feel bad for them with the mouse and not the mouse and the power, but like the year before with the Tayshaun Prince block, because I thought that was their best chance. I thought that was their best chance.
People get they were the 1 seed in the East that year. They're the best record in the NBA in 04. Not the Lakers with Malone and Peyton and Shaq and Kobe. And they had a squad.
Yeah, that was a side. They had a solid roster. They were playing some good hoops.
Then they added Steven Jackson the next year, and then the malice happened. I'm gonna find that video right now.
And I said, the malice doesn't happen, there's a possibility
Yeah, because
You know,
they beat the shit out of Detroit that night on
they
the
did.
roads.
Yeah,
That was a
beating the shit out of
that was the message. Yeah, that was the message to the league. That was like the Pacers. They ain't nothing to fuck with. And then unfortunately, we found out they really wasn't a team to fuck with.
Nah, man. Jamal Tinsley then started that fight, bro. Jamal Tinsley. If you watch the documentary, Jamal Tinsley started that fight, bro, because he was like, "Hey, man, don't let them get nothing in the hole." I'm like, bro, it's a minute left, and y'all up.
Exactly. If you rewatch the documentary, that foul never occurs, and they just go on and let the game end. That doesn't happen.
Because they fouled Ben Wallace because
they fouled Ben going to the rim on just an innocuous layup, and then that all kicked off after that.
I understand what you're saying, but you know, sometimes in the game in sports, sometimes you just gotta send messages to the other team, especially like a rival team. We not rocking. Like, ain't nothing easy about to come up in here because, you know, Detroit was the same way with Chicago. You know, every time Boston and LA get together, ain't no love lost in those matchups. So it's unfortunate that something like that happened and derailed their whole season. But hey, man,
I get what you're saying. You go down the road, so
way the ball bounce.
Yeah,
and you're gonna see them down the road. You want to send a message, so I get what Dre's saying completely.
Yeah, you got to play that, and you had to play that team like
in
2
New
or 3 more
York.
times.
Pacers in the Knicks.
Exactly. Good shout, Corey. Yeah, Pacers the Knicks same way.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah, we run a little over time, but man, we definitely had some good discussion because that list was bullshit. But
complete BS.
But yeah, man. Shoot, before we roll out, man, Dave, what we tell these people about us, man? What we tell them, man?
You already know what it is, bro. Make sure you subscribe to the pod. Make sure you follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, X. You know, we appreciate everybody watching, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on your favorite podcast streaming platform. We appreciate the listen. We appreciate the watch. We appreciate every time you click on our channel, click on, you know, to watch our episodes. So we appreciate it. Make sure you follow us and stay up to date with all the content we got coming out, both on social and with our episodes. More content on the way. Football season is coming up. We're in the middle of WNBA All-Star weekend is upon us. So, you know, more to come in all those
big fights coming up.
Big fights coming up. A lot of good things coming up, and maybe even some more rants coming up because I really wanted to rant about Wimbledon, but I don't really got much to say about that anymore.
I could rant on a particular individual, but I'm not.
Hey,
we're gonna say that for another.
Just know, Yannick Sinner, you better be lucky that you didn't lose in the round of 16 because if old dude didn't separate his shoulder, your ass would have been out. Your ass would have been out. You was getting smoked. You was down 2 sets to love. Your ass was getting smoked. Your ass was getting smoked. And if he didn't hurt his pectoral muscle, bro, you would have been out.
You was on the ropes. You was on the ropes.
It's all good. Sinner's a terrorist. 𝗏𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 is a terrorist. Ever since the French Open, you ain't been able to. I'm ready for the U.S. Open. I'm gonna try to get in that hole too. I'm gonna try to get in that shit too. The U.S. Open.
My uncle's been, man. You have a good time. My uncle's been out there. You have a good time.
I'm gonna try to go. Yeah, man. But more content is on the way, though. We appreciate everybody.
We appreciate all the love, man. But yeah, that's a wrap for this episode. Be on the lookout when this joint drop. As always, shout out to my crew. We got my boy C-Note, got my man T, got my boy D, Dr. 𝗬𝗏𝗏. Welcome back to our boy Brad, the GM. Always good to have you back, my boy. This is Dre from PG. We 7-4, and we out.